Good morning, day 21 of our advent calendar. It's nearly ended. Good morning, it is day 21 of our advent calendar. I do hope you're having fun. We started a new stamp set yesterday, which had, I would show it you on my carrier sheet, but I'm not quite sure it's gone, that teeny tiny little flower head. So what will we get today to go with it? Should we find out? Now yesterday I destroyed my box getting in it. Let's see if I can do a better job today. So 21 right in the middle. Oh, poor reindeers. Sorry, Rudolph. Well, no, could be Dasher or Dancer. We have got another little flower head, but this time look at those big juicy petals. So we've got two beautiful little flowers. What we're going to make? So for today's card, I've decided I'm doing a DL, and I've enlisted the help of our little furry friends from our last set. And it's going to be a bit of masking. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do because I don't know if it's going to work. So we'll see as we go. So I'm starting off with today's stamp, and I want my black ink. There we go. See, this could be 3 flower petals, or it could be 2 leaves and a flower in the middle, like a bud. So I'm going to pop this about here. Ooh, once I've stamped it, there's no going back. Right, there you go, it's done. And then I'm going to pop it on my post-it note. So make sure when you're doing your masks that you do stamp over your sticky bit, because it does make life a bit easier. I'm just going to cut this one out. Whoops. I'm going to try and do a 1 layer and see if it works. Right, so I've got my little mask cut out, and I'm just going to pop it down on here. I'm going to dry that first. I'm going to take it slowly and carefully. Right, I think that's dry, so I'm going to pop my mask over the top because I want this flower to be right at the front. And then we're going to take our little furry feline from yesterday, well, from not yesterday, from our kitty cat collection. It was actually day 15 I think this one came in. And we're going to stamp it so it's hiding behind our little flower. Just like that. Let's get him inked up. I think I'm getting a little bit too excited about this, aren't I? There we go. So he's going to sit behind our little flower. Yep, just there. And then we're going to give it a mask for this one as well. No, I'm going to do it that way. So again, I'm just going to dry this and get this one cut out. So I've got my little mask cut out. We're going to pop him over our puddy cat. There's a lot of puzz in that sentence, wasn't there? I'm going to pop him down there. And then we're going to take yesterday's little flower. See how this is building up, can't you? And we're going to pop that behind our little puddy cat. This down. I do want it behind, so I think I'll do it maybe there. Now it looks like it's floating. Whoopsie. Never mind. Right. I'm going to do a mask for this one as well. I'm just going to stick this one on here and get this one cut out. So that one's now done. We're just going to pop it on here, just like that. And then, here it is, hang on. You know I love this one. The little numbers, I think this came in the first stamp set. So I'm going to use this one. Mine's all sorts of colours on there. So I just want really pale in the background. I think. Ooh, I'm not quite sure of my colours here, but I do want it pale. I think actually I'm going to go with. I know we used salvage patina yesterday, but we used the ink, not the oxide, so I'm going to use it oxide today. And before I do it, I'm going to blot it so that we don't get that really intense colour. We just get very pale. Don't even know if you'll see that on screen, but it's very, very pale, which is fine, which is wonderful actually for what we want, or for what I want. There we go, right. And then before we take our masks off, because that's always my favourite bit, I'm wondering, do I want to do my ground as well, or should we paint that? It's the decisions. No, I think I am going to just distress that a little bit. So I've got my crushed olive. I think it's because I saw crushed olive when I reached for my salvage patina a minute ago. So a bit of kitchen roll. Ooh, that looks very, yeah, look at that. Look how dark that was going to go. Don't want it that dark. So, just going to come in here. So if you notice when I'm doing this, I'm actually rubbing away from my masks. Just like that. And then I'm going to do a teeny tiny bit over here. It's going to house a mouse. So hold it up, can you see? You've got those lovely textures in the background. And then you've got that little bit of green. There we go. Right. Should we stamp our mouse? Because he feels a bit left out, does our mouse? Let's grab our little mouse. Inky pinkies everywhere again. I could never be a tidy crafter, could I? I'm just going to pop our little mouse there. He's already got his ground. Right, I think, let's move everything out of the way. I'm just going to dry this with my heat gun. So, moment of truth time now. Let's see if we got this in the right order. So we've got, I'm going to call that our little green bush, because that's what it's going to be. We've got our puddy cat, and he should be hiding behind a little flower. How cute is that? So, oh, wrong pencil. Oh, is my pen? Yeah, we're just going to put a bit of ground in here. Do that as well. Just like that. Right, let's get colouring, shall we? So I think we've got them coloured in. Now, my little grey cat is a little bit too dark, isn't he? So let's just pop his little features back in. And hopefully that will help him a little bit. So let's just add a few little whiskers in there to help. And I'm going to go through and put his nose back in as well. Just like that, I think. And then, you know what I'm like. I've got a doodle pen, I'm not afraid to use it. But one of these days I don't pick it up and you'll go, oh, you'll know there'll be something wrong with me. So we've got a little kitty cat sat in amongst the flowers waiting for his friend the mouse, or not so much friend his mouse, the mouse. I am going to though, you see how I've got a blob of green here and here, I'm going to just join it up because at the moment it looks like the little mouse is about to run off a cliff. And whilst, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of mice. I didn't want it running off the cliff. There you go. There we go, it looks a bit better now. It's all joined up. It's not shouting over that cliff to him anymore. And then I'm just going to pop a little sentiment on there. So actually I'm going to use this one. I was going to use the Celebrate You one. But I'm going to do, it'll all make sense eventually. Because I do quite like this same sentiment. I think we'll be using that quite a lot. Let's get it inked up. I'm just going to pop it right up here at the top. Just like that. A very clean cut card for me, this one. There we go. So it'll all make sense eventually. And then to finish it off, I have just got, I'm really chuffed with that. Look, dare I say it? No inky pinkies. I've still got to stick it together, haven't I? That could go terribly wrong in the next few minutes. So I'm just going to pop it on here. So I've got some rather creased. I'm determined I'm going to use some of my scrap box up. So I've got a piece of green here, which I think fits quite nicely, doesn't it? There we go. Oops, I'll poke a bit under that corner again. Excuse you, Mr. Glossy Accents. There we go. And then we'll do it again. Onto our DL. Oops, pushed it way too far that way. No, I've pushed it way too far that way. Never mind. Close enough. There we go. Right, so we have got our little kiddie from our set 4 stamps and his mouse friend sat in amongst our little flowers. Well, it might just be a Christmas miracle. No inky pinkies. Look. Look. No inky pinkies. There we go. That's it now for Christmas. That was my miracle. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. And we'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock to see what is behind door number 22.